Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to solve the question number 4 and 5. So in the last video I have solved question number 1, 2 and 3. So if you want to watch that video, then link is given in the description, you can watch from there. So let's see what is given in question number 4. So in question number 4 it is given that the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower. So let's draw the figure from these questions. So what is given that a tower is given. Suppose this is a tower. Let's suppose this is a tower, and it says that the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. So foot of the tower, this is the foot of the tower, and another point that is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. So suppose this is a point which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. So let's say this is the point which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. Foot of the tower is this. Now it says that the foot of tower is the angle of elevation is 30 degree. So from this point, that point which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower, this point to the top of the tower, the angle of elevation is 30 degree. So this is 30 degree. So this is given in the questions. Now we have to find the height of the tower. That means we have to find this length. So let's name this triangle as A, B and C. So we have given the length of AB. Now we need to find the length of AC. So if you take this angle, then we know this will be our base, then the opposite side of this angle will be our perpendicular, and this will be our hypotenuse. Now we have given the value of B. That means we know the value of this AB. Then we need to find the value of P. So what is the relation between B and P? We know that also, that tan of angle theta is P by B. So from this relation we can find the length of this P. So first write what are the given things. So first thing is given theta equals to 30 degree and AB equals to 30 meter. We need to find the value of AC. So you write here from figure given theta equals to this, AB equals to 30 meter, and we need to find the height of this tower AC. So we know tan of theta, we can write tan of theta as P by B. What is P? P is the length of this AC. So we can write it as AC divided by AB. Since tan theta is P by B, we know, so we can write tan theta as AC by, so you can write this also. First write P by B, and what is P? P is AC and B is this AB. Now tan of theta is 30 degree, so you write 30 degree, and length of AC we need to find that. So AC and length of AB is given 30 meter, so you put here 30. Now tan of 30 is 1 by root 3. So AC divided by 30, and from here we can find AC equals to 30 divided by root 3. Now we can simplify this 30 divided by root 3. So we can write 30 as 10 into 3 divided by root 3. Now 10 into these 3 we can write it as root 3 into root 3 and divided by root 3. Why we have written this 3 as root 3 into root 3? So that we can cancel this root 3 with one of this root 3. So final answer is 10 root 3. Therefore the height of the tower is 10 root 3 meter. So that's the solution of this question. Now let's see the question number 5. So before solving question number 5, If you like my explanation of these questions, then please like, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel. So now let's see what is given in question number 5. So in question number 5, it is given that a kite is flying at a height of 60 meter above the ground. So we will draw the figure by reading the questions. So by that way this will be easy for us. So first it says that a kite is flying at a height of 60 meter above the ground. So let's say this is the ground and the kite is flying above the 60 meter above. So this is the kite. So the height of this kite is 60 meter. Now the string attached to the kite is temporarily tied to a point on the ground. The inclination of the string with the ground is 60 degree. That means from this kite a string is tied to the ground and the inclination is 60 degree. So this is the string which is tied to the ground. So this is the ground and the inclination angle is 60 degree. Find the length of the string. Now we have to find this length of this string, assuming that there is no slack in the string. So that means we will assume that this string is not like this. So this is a straight string which is tightly tied with this ground. So this is very easy. So since this is a right angle triangle, so if we consider this as a angle of reference, then we know this is our base, the side opposite to this angle is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. So we have the value of P. We need to find what we need to find. We need to find the value of H, this length of this string. So first write solution from the figure. So let's name this triangle as A, B and C. So from the figure theta equals to 60 degree, then length of AC equals to 60 meter. We need to find this BC equals to, we need to find this. Now this is, since this is B, this is P perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. Now we know the value of P and we need to find the value of H. Then we have to think what is the relation between the side P and H. So we know sine of angle theta is P by H. So P and H is related to the ratio sine theta. So we can write sine of theta equals to P by H. And what is P? P is AC and H is BC. Now sine of theta means sine of theta is 60 degree and AC equals to 60 meter and we need to find the value of BC. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2, 60 divided by BC. So from here we can find BC equals to, multiply this, root 3 will be here 60 divided by root 3 and this 2 will be multiplied with 60. So BC equals to 60 into 2, that means 120 divided by root 3. Now we can simplify this. Since root 3 is in the denominator, so we will cancel this root 3. Now we can write 120 as 40 into 3 divided by root 3. Now these 3 we can write as 40 into this 3 you can write as root 3 into root 3 and divided by root 3. So we can now cancel this root 3 into root 3. So final answer is 40 root 3 meter. So the length of the string, therefore the length of the string is equals to 40 root 3 meter. So if you like my explanation, then please like, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you. In the next video we will solve the rest of the questions.